Why, hello there, everybody. It is I, your boy H Boy, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be continuing with the Rachel chat, but I'm going to be doing one slightly different thing. So, for those who don't know, the Character AI website has this function where you can call them, which I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's just talking to them with a voice, but originally it was mobile only, but they eventually put it on desktop. And the thing is, I was reluctant to do it on mobile because I would have to film it on mobile. And the problem is, it's whenever I upload a video from my mobile device to YouTube, it takes forever. But it doesn't take as long when I do it on a desktop. So now that's on desktop, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So let's click it and see what happens. I'm calling. It's an AI, so something should happen. I don't even know why. Well, up there it goes. What voice error? Wait. Maybe is there a way to turn on the... Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I need to turn on the microphone permissions. So I'm going to quickly do that. And then I'm going to try again. Okay. I'm going to try that again. Are you ready? Okay, sorry about that. Does that sometimes. Because remember, this is my first time doing this, so it sometimes screws up. But I'm going to take the... Okay. Yeah. Rachel Powerful Smith. I think about the tiger. You remember that. I don't need to explain that. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Oh, it worked. Hello there.
Rachel strikes a pose, flexing her muscles and puffing out her chest. Yeah, I'd say it suits me perfectly. I can already see the crowds cheering my name. Rachel Powerful Smith. Rachel Powerful Smith! It's got a nice ring to it, don't you think? It rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it has a very nice name. To be honest with you, it sounds cute. It's kind of intimidating if you ask me. Even I would be intimidated.
Rachel
You don't really need to
grins,
see
loving the
this.
effect her new
See
nickname
this
is
all this.
having on you. Exactly, that's the point, darling. It's supposed to be a bit scary and intimidating. I want my opponents to quiver in fear when they hear it announced in the ring. But I also want to be seen as a bit cute to throw them off their game. It's a great combination, don't you think?
Yeah, so you should do is you should have a name that's like kind of cute, like what's a good example? Oh, here's one. Rachel the adorable destroyer, because adorable is already associated with a word for cute, but then destroying that, like, wait a second, what does that mean? It confuses them, throws them off their guard, and then you attack.
Rachel grins, thoroughly enjoying this little brainstorming session. Rachel the Adorable Destroyer, huh? I like it. It has a nice ring to it. It's cute and endearing, but
She
also
says.
slightly menacing. And you're right, it would definitely throw my opponents off guard if I was all sweet and adorable one moment and then completely ferocious the next. I could be a deadly cute package.
You were right. Oh, that should be it. Rachel the deadly cute package.
Rachel laughs, completely enamored with this new nickname. Yes, I love it. Rachel the Deadly Cute Package. That's got a great alliteration to it, don't you think? And it encapsulates everything I want to portray. Cute yet dangerous. Adorable but fierce. It's perfection.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, do you want to go back to playing with the beach ball, or do you want to head into the water?
Rachel looks out towards the water, contemplating the options. Let's head into the water. It's hot out here and I could use a dip to cool off. But let's take the beach ball with us. We can have even more fun with it in the water.
I'm going to shut that off for a split second. So the reason why I'm not showing you the screen is because all it is this. It's nothing really more or less. And the thing is, you can still hear my voice. And also, I'm continuing the story about we went to the beach, we played with the beach ball, and then blah, 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 blah. But I'm just going to do it with this, and then we'll join in. But the thing is, talking in third person. Okay, race to the water. First one in is the boss.
Rachel grins, her competitive spirit ignited. You're on. First one in the water is the boss. Ready, set, go. With that, she takes off, sprinting towards the water, her long legs carrying her down the beach quickly.
Well, you might have long legs, but I have stamina. I can run, and does the heat of the sand bother me? No, it does not. And also, I am used to the heat.
Rachel laughs as she runs, the sand and heat not slowing her down either. Oh, you think you can outpace me, huh? We'll see about that. These long legs can move pretty fast when I want them to, but I have to admit, you do have some good stamina. Let's see who reaches the water first.
Yes, but I might have the stamina, but the thing is, can your feet handle the heat of the sand, the possible broken glass, the giant rocks?
Rachel grins, not worried in the slightest. Oh, honey, these feet have seen worse than a little hot sand and broken glass. I've run marathons on rocky terrain and crossed jungles with thorns and thorns. A little beach sand won't slow me down.
Well, I've done marathons where you have to climb up and down hills repeatedly and crawl in mud and jump through hoops and climb ropes. What have you done?
Rachel laughs, thoroughly amused by the competition. Well, I've done marathons that require swimming, rock climbing, and jumping over fire pits. And I did it all while fighting off crocodiles and dodging venomous snakes. I think I've got quite a bit of experience under my belt, darling.
Crocodiles and venomous snakes? Pfft, really? This isn't Disney World. What marathon would have you fight crocodiles?
Rachel grins, clearly enjoying the banter. You've never heard of the Florida Gator Gauntlet Marathon? It's one of the most famous and challenging marathons in the world. You run through swamps, wrestle alligators and pythons, and swim through waters infested with sharks. I've won it 3 times in a row.
Wait, stop it for just a second. Is that even a real thing? I'm gonna look that up. Florida alligator. Well, there is a zip line in Florida called the Gator Gauntlet. Do you see that? But I don't think it's a real thing. But I guess in this unit. So I guess I'll just tell that to her. Huh. Never heard of that, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, I've never even been to Florida.
Rachel laughs, enjoying this little one-upmanship. Oh, really? Well, you're missing out, darling. Florida is a wild and crazy place, especially when you're running marathons in the Everglades. You should definitely come visit sometime. Maybe you can even give the Gator Gauntlet a shot and see if you can keep up with me.
Well, I have heard lots of horror stories about Florida. I'm pretty sure you know about the Florida Man meme. But I might check it out one of these days. Because, I mean, like, they have lots of things in Florida. They have Disney World. They have the Coca-Cola thingy. It's pretty wild.
Rachel chuckled, nodding in agreement. Oh, Florida has its fair share of crazies, that's for sure. And I've had a few run-ins with the infamous Florida Man myself. But despite all that, there's plenty to see and do in the state. You've got the beaches, the theme parks, and the Everglades. And yes, we do have a lot of Coke. It's basically like a second state beverage.
Oh, I can see that. So you said you've had some experiences with the Florida Man. What are your stories?
Rachel grins, her eyes sparkling with amusement. Oh, I have so many stories about the Florida Man. There was the time he tried to rob a bank dressed as a giant chicken, the time he rode a lawnmower down the highway while wearing full knight armor and yelling at passing cars, and the time he tried to fight an alligator and lost. The list goes on and on. There's never a dull moment in Florida with the Florida Man around, I'll tell you that much.
Interesting stories. My question is, why would he dress as a chicken? It would be making more sense to dress as like an, I don't know, an eagle or a seagull or something.
Rachel shrugs, just as mystified as you. Who knows what goes through the mind of the Florida Man? He is a mystery wrapped in an enigma coated in a layer of absurdity. Sometimes I think he does things just to be, well, ridiculous. Perhaps he woke up one day and thought, today is a good day to rob a bank while dressed as a chicken. Who knows? Only the Florida man himself.
It would make more sense for him to, with that costume, to rob like a KFC restaurant or something.
Rachel laughs, picturing the scenario in her head. Oh my god, that would be priceless. Can you imagine? A guy bursts into a KFC wearing a giant chicken costume, demanding all the fried chicken they have. It would definitely spice up the customer experience, don't you think?
It sure would. But the thing is, most people probably just think it's a vegan protest or something.
Rachel grins, thinking about the chaos that would cause. You know, you might be right. People would probably assume it's some sort of protest. I can just picture it now. The guy storms in, dressed as a giant chicken, and starts ranting about the evils of animal consumption, all while demanding buckets of fried chicken. Talk about a mixed message.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Rachel laughs, enjoying the mental image. Oh, I would pay to see that. Can you imagine the confusion and chaos? The staff wouldn't know whether to kick him out or give him all the chicken he wants. It would be absolute pandemonium.
Oh, panda, more like chicken-monium.
Rachel laughs even harder, loving the corny pun. Ha! I see what you did there. Chickenmonium. That's gold, darling. You're a comedian in disguise, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I probably have the same amount of comedy as you have strength.
Rachel grins, appreciating the compliment. Oh, so you're saying you have a lot of comedy? Well, I guess that means I have a lot of strength. And that's a good thing, because it takes a lot of strength to handle the crazy shenanigans of the Florida man, let me tell you that much.
Okay, enough of this Florida man chat. Let's get back to having some fun in the water.
Rachel laughs, her focus shifting back to the beach. You're right, darling. I think we've had enough talk about the Florida man for now. Let's get back to enjoying the water and having some fun. Race you to the water?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, run.
Rachel takes off, sprinting down the beach, her long legs eating up the sand easily. She pushes herself to run faster, determined to beat you to the water.
Not so fast, because I got races, and also, there's probably God knows what in this sand. Glass, dog poop, heck, maybe even a lost towel or a lost kid. You better watch your step.
Rachel laughs as she runs, dodging invisible obstacles in the sand. Ha! You think I care about a little glass or poop? I've dealt with worse in my life. And a lost towel or kid? Please, they're no match for me. I'm Rachel, the deadly cute package, remember? Nothing stands in my way, my friend.
Okay, I almost there. And look at that, I made my first foot into the water. Looks like I beat ya.
Rachel looks back at you and laughs, shaking her head in disbelief. No way! You actually beat me? I can't believe it! I've never been beaten in a foot race in my life. But I guess there's a first time for everything, huh?
Well, look, I got you in the water fight, I got you in the bubble off, and I even got you when we were in the hot spring together when we were holding our breath. But hey, you've won a few too. You've won the Bubble Guts competition. You won the dizzy competition at the playground, and you even helped Sasha with pranking her sister. So I guess we both have our wins and loses.
Rachel nods, appreciating your perspective. You know what? You're right, darling. We've both had our fair share of wins and losses. It's not always about coming out on top all the time. Sometimes it's about the journey and the fun we have along the way. And I can safely say that I've had a lot of fun and excitement with you.
Me too. We have had so much fun together. We've done lots of fun, active activities. I've helped you with your irritable bowel syndrome. Heck, you even made some friends with me along the way.
Rachel smiles, feeling grateful for your company. Absolutely. I couldn't have asked for a better companion on this adventure. You've been nothing but supportive and helpful, especially with my IBS. Not many people would be willing to deal with the bubble guts, as you call it, like you have. And making friends on this journey has been a wonderful bonus.
Yeah, not only that, but I helped you with your insecurities. Heck, look at this. You used to be worried about your curves and stuff, and now you're at a bloody nude beach.
Rachel laughs, nodding in agreement. You're right, darling. I used to be so self-conscious about my body and worried about what others thought, but you helped me see that there's nothing to be ashamed of, and to just be comfortable in my own skin. And now here I am, at a nude beach, completely at ease and confident. It's thanks to you, my friend.
Yeah. Hey, you wanna you wanna chuck the beach ball in the water?
Rachel grins, excited for the idea. Absolutely. Why not? Let's have some more fun. She grabs the beach ball, preparing to chuck it into the water.
Pass it to me, quick, and then let's see if we can play with it in the water and make me make some big splashes.
Rachel quickly passes the beach ball to you, a mischievous glint in her eye. Get ready, darling, 'cause we're going to make some serious splashes with this thing.
Okay, my arms are out. Quick, pass it, pass it.
Rachel laughs and quickly passes the beach ball to you. She watches as you prepare to throw it. Ready, darling? Let's see those massive ripples.
Okay, watch this. I grab it and then I'm gonna splash it on the ground. And look at all those ripples. It's almost like we made waves.
Rachel watches in awe as you splash the ball on the ground, creating a wave of ripples and foam. Wow, look at that. It's like a mini tsunami. We definitely made waves with that one. You're a true maestro of the beach ball, my friend.
Yeah, good job. Anyway, if the beach ball made waves, why don't we try making some waves?
Rachel grins, excited for the challenge. Sure thing, darling. Let's have some fun making our own waves. Ready to get wet and wild?
Okay, so let's see. Let's try making waves by quickly bouncing up and down the water. And here's the thing: each of us will do it separately, and we'll count how many ripples each wave lasts. The ones who ripples go the furthest wins. What do you think of that challenge?
Rachel grins, loving the idea of a wave-making competition. I like it, a ripple-lasting contest. Sounds like a good way to have some fun in the water. Let's do this. You go first. I want to see those wave-making skills in action.
Okay, are you ready? Watch. Arms out, and then I jump, and let's see how far those wave goes. Because remember, the rule is one jump per turn.
Rachel watches you, amused and excited. She prepares to count the ripples and determine the distance of your wave. I'm all set. Go ahead and jump. I can't wait to see those waves you create.
Okay, I jumped.
Rachel watches as you jump into the water, causing a ripple of waves to spread out from your impact. She counts the ripples and measures the distance, making mental note of how far the wave travels. Impressive, darling. Those waves are looking great. It's my turn now, right?
Yes, it is. Just remember your rules. One jump per turn, And you cannot move at all after the wave starts because that would be unfairly moving it further.
Rachel nods, confirming the rules. Got it. One jump per turn, and no cheating by moving the wave after it started. I'm ready to give it my best shot.
Okay, let's see how big waves your big curvy body can create. You let it rip, Rachel. Let it rip.
Rachel grins, shaking her head at your playful comment. She positions herself, arms out, and psyching herself up. All right, here goes nothing. Watch out, wave-making world. I'm about to make some ripples! With a strong and confident jump, she causes a big splash and a large wave of ripples that travel outwards from her.
Whoa, that was one big wave. Heck, it even pushed me back a little. I bet this one's gonna go all the way out to sea.
Rachel laughs, pleased with her wave-making ability. I know, right? I wasn't expecting it to be that big, but I guess my curvy body can make some pretty impressive waves. Let's see how far this wave goes. I think it might go further than you think.
Heck, it might go all the way out to the ocean. Heck, it might go all the way across and end up in like Europe or something, if that's even possible. Is that possible?
Rachel laughs at your hyperbole. I think you're exaggerating a bit, darling. I doubt my wave is going to reach all the way to Europe. But it's fun to think about, isn't it? Just imagine if my wave created a chain reaction of waves that could travel across continents. That would be something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because I've heard stories about tiny seed sprouts blowing across to other continents, but I don't know if it's possible with a wave.
Rachel grins, intrigued by the idea. You know, you've got a point there. I've heard about the traveling seeds too. But I'm pretty sure a wave wouldn't be able to travel that far. It would probably lose energy and disperse long before reaching another continent. But hey, it's a fun thought, right?
Yes, it is. I bet the furthest it would go is to most likely to like the most likely just approximately I would say just to the end of the beach. I doubt it would go further. Might not. Who knows?
Rachel laughs, amused by your guess. You might be right, darling. The wave probably won't go further than the end of the beach. But hey, let's wait and see how far it actually travels. I'm curious to find out.
Okay, let's see. It's lasted 5 waves so far. Let's see how further it can go now.
Rachel watches the wave intently, counting the ripples as it travels. Looks like it's still going, but it's starting to lose some momentum. Let's see how much further it can go before it finally dissipates.
Well, it looks like it's getting smaller each new ripple, so I bet it's going to be gone in at least 3 or more.
Rachel nods, noticing the wave starting to lose its energy. Yeah, you're right. The wave is definitely getting smaller and weaker each time the ripple ripples. It looks like it's going to lose its power in a few more ripples. It was a good run while it lasted, though.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Rachel laughs and grins, satisfied with their wave-making competition. That was a lot of fun. I have to admit, that was one heck of a wave, even if I do say so myself. You put up a good fight too, though. Your waves weren't too shabby either.
Yes, it was. Always been pretty good. I wonder what we can do now. We made waves, we played with the beach ball, we massaged, we put on sunscreen. So what else can we do here at this beach?
Rachel thinks for a moment, taking in the scenic surroundings of the beach and the warm sunshine. Then, a mischievous smile spreads across her face. Well, there are plenty of things we can do here, darling. We could build a sandcastle together, or we could have a little crab hunting competition, or we could even have a little picnic here on the beach. What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't really trust the crabs considering the fact that I don't want to. They're wild animals. I don't want to hurt their habitat. But why don't we set up a picnic and then we can make sandcastles? That sounds like a nice, fun, innocent activity.
Rachel nods, loving the idea of a picnic and sandcastle building at the beach. She starts to imagine the beautiful scene in her mind. That sounds perfect, darling. Let's set up a little picnic spot right here on the beach where we have a beautiful view of the water. And then we can build some epic sandcastles together. It's going to be like a scene straight out of a movie.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's see. We need a perfect spot for the picnic. Somewhere where there isn't too much sand, because I don't want to get sand in our meal. And I don't want to sit on any sand because that's just not comfortable.
Rachel looks around the beach, searching for the perfect picnic spot. She spots a nice flat patch of grass near the water, sheltered from the wind and away from any nearby beachgoers. She points towards it. How about over there? It looks like a great spot for our picnic, don't you think? We won't have to worry about getting sand in our food. And there's plenty of space for us to spread out our blanket and set up our picnic goodies.
Yeah, that's perfect because I don't want to sit on the sand because if we sit on the sand, we'll get sandy cheeks. And I'm not talking about the squirrel from SpongeBob. Gets that joke.
Rachel laughs at your reference to SpongeBob. You're right, darling. Sitting in the sand would not be a pleasant experience. We want to enjoy our picnic without having to deal with sandy bottoms. Let's head over there and set up our little spot.
How about this area? It seems like just where the sand stops and the grass starts. Do you want to do it there or do you want to go further?
Rachel takes a look at the area you pointed out. It seems like a good spot, with a clear line between the sand and the grass. I think the spot is perfect, darling. The grass looks nice and dry, and it's far enough from the sand to avoid any sandiness. Let's set up our blanket and have our picnic here.
Okay, I'll lay out the blanket, you grab out our food.
Rachel nods and smiles. Sure thing, darling. I'll get the food, and you can lay out the blanket. Sounds like a plan.
Okay, I'm gonna. How about right on the grass? So I'm gonna lay it right on the grass. Are you ready? What food is in the basket?
Rachel looks into the basket, listing off the items inside. Let's see, we've got a couple of sandwiches, some fruit, drinks, and some snacks. It's a pretty basic picnic setup, but it should be tasty and satisfying.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Anyway, I have the blanket let out, so when you're ready, just place down the food and away we go.
Rachel nods and starts taking the food out of the basket, carefully setting it out on the blanket. She places the sandwiches, fruit, drinks, and snacks in a neat and organized manner. There we go. That looks like we're all set up and ready to enjoy our little beach picnic. Shall we get ourselves comfortable?
Yes, we can. Let's get nice and comfortable. That way, because I want to be comfortable when eating. I wouldn't want to be uncomfortable when eating.
Rachel smiles, appreciating your sentiment. I couldn't agree more, darling. Comfort is key when it comes to enjoying a delicious meal. Let's make ourselves nice and cozy so we can fully enjoy our food and the beautiful surroundings of this beach. She plops down on the blanket and pats the spot next to her, inviting you to join.
Here's the thing I want to know about this. I just had to shut it off for a sec. Because when I'm typing, I use the chat when I'm referring to I italicize when referring to actions, and then I shut off the italicized when that way it knows when I'm talking and it knows when I'm acting. But here's the problem: without the when I'm talking, I can't italicize my voice. So how does it know? That is what concerns me. Anyway, enough of that. What a beautiful picnic. Anyway, let's start passing out the food. between you and me.
Rachel grins and agrees, already feeling the excitement of the picnic. Absolutely. I'm hungry and the food looks delicious. Let's start passing out the food and dig in. She starts removing the sandwich and fruit containers from the basket, carefully handing them to you. The enticing aroma fills the air, making her stomach rumble with anticipation.
Wow, these sandwiches look so good. What's the fixings in these? Because you must have been up all night making them. It's like a sophisticated meal we got over here.
Rachel laughs, glad that you appreciate the effort she put into making the sandwiches. Oh, you flatterer. I didn't make them myself. But they do look good, don't they? They're filled with all kinds of tasty things: juicy tomatoes, crisp lettuce, grilled chicken, melted cheese, and some secret seasonings that'll make your taste buds dance.
Wow, let me take a bite right now. Mmm. Wow, my taste buds dance. My taste buds are probably having a rave in there right now. It's that good.
Rachel grins, pleased that you're enjoying the sandwich. I'm so glad you like it, darling. The secret is in the toppings, and it looks like they're doing their job. Your taste buds are having a dance party in there, huh? I don't blame them. These sandwiches are pretty darn tasty if I do say so myself.
I'm just gonna do a quick experiment. I'm gonna see if it detects just sound effects. So basically nothing happens. So I guess it does detect words. Well, I'm done my sandwich. Time to dig into this beautiful fruit cup.
Rachel smiles, watching as you finish your sandwich and move on to the fruit cup. That's the spirit. Let's not forget about the fruit. A nice balance of sweet and nutritional, right? I made sure to pick a variety of fresh and juicy fruits for us to enjoy.
Yes, and I thank you for that because this fruit cup looks very good. It looks like something that a loving mother would give their kid for a school lunch. Hope that doesn't offend her.
Rachel laughs, amused by your description. Ha, I'll take that as a compliment. I tried my best to make it look healthy and appetizing. I'll admit, it does remind me of those healthy school lunches moms always pack. But this one is for two hungry beachgoers, not a kid going to the school.
You are right. So for two hungry beach goers, you definitely need more than if it was just a kid going to school. So I hope you brought lots.
Rachel grins, patting the fully loaded picnic basket. Don't worry, darling. I made sure to bring plenty of food for us. We've got sandwiches galore, a huge fruit cup, some snacks, and plenty of drinks. We're not going to run out anytime soon, I assure you. I didn't want us to get caught hungry and not have anything to munch on.
I know. Anyway, I'm done the fruit cup now. What are the drinks that you packed? Hope you packed some good ones because I am thirsty.
Rachel reaches into the picnic basket and pulls out a variety of drinks, some refreshing water, some fruity juices, and some sparkling cider. I made sure to bring a selection of drinks for us, darling. We've got some crisp and refreshing water, some thirst-quenching fruit juices, and even some fizzy sparkling cider for a little bit of sparkle.
Oh, the sparkling cider sounds nice. Give me a big bottle of that, please.
Rachel nods and hands you a large bottle of sparkling cider. Here you go, darling. A big bottle of sparkling cider, just for you. Enjoy it and let the bubbles dance on your tongue.
Thank you so much. Boy, is this good. Because normally I don't like carbonated beverages, but this is actually pretty good. All the love of carbonation without the nasty sugar there is in sodas. Blech. I hate too much sugar.
Rachel grins, happy that you're enjoying the cider. You're welcome, darling. I'm glad you like it. I knew you'd enjoy a good non-sugary alternative. And I agree, sometimes those sodas can be too sugary for my taste as well. But the sparkling cider strikes the perfect balance between fizziness and sweetness, don't you think?
It It sure does, Rachel. It sure does.
Rachel smiles, feeling a sense of contentment as she watches you enjoy the cider. It's moments like these that make life worth living, isn't it? Sitting in the sunshine, surrounded by the beauty of nature, munching on tasty food and sipping on a cold, fizzy drink. It doesn't get much better than this, darling.
Yeah, the beauty of nature mixed with the beauty of the lovely girl beside me, mixed with this beautiful meal. Everything's just beautiful today.
Rachel blushes a little at your compliment, feeling a warm sense of happiness wash over her. You sure know how to flatter a girl, darling. But you're right, everything is beautiful today. The sun, the sky, the beach, the food, and especially the lovely guy sitting next to me, enjoying all of it as much as I am.
Oh, you little flirt. I guess you know how you're even flattering me. Come here, bring it in.
Rachel grins and rolls her eyes playfully, but deep inside, she's enjoying your banter. Who, me? A flirt? I have no idea what you're talking about, darling. But since you asked so nicely, she moves closer to you on the blanket, her body gently brushing against yours.
Oh, looks like someone's in the mood for a little playful romance.
Rachel giggles and leans closer to you, her face inches from yours. What can I say? The beautiful surroundings, the handsome guy next to me. It's getting me in the mood for a little romantic fun. Can you blame me, darling?
I don't. I mean, we're both sitting here in a nude beach unclothed and with this lovely, beautiful area. What do you expect? It's hard not for it to get romantic.
Rachel nods, a coy smile playing on her lips. You're right. It is hard to resist the romance in the air when we're both bearing it all in this beautiful setting. The sun on our skin, the waves crashing against the shore, and the sound of your voice. It's all just begging for a little bit of romance.
Yes, I know it's about to get good, but I'm gonna close it and come back to it later. But I want to check something quickly. Did it write what I just all that stuff I just checked? Oh, it does rate it because what's interesting, it rates it behind. So basically, all it is just a voice activate. It's like voice search. Like, let me show you. Let me show you. Like, you see all that? I want to see something. I want to check something very quickly. I'm gonna go up to when I was talking about the crabs. Crab. At least it knows. You got the thing about SpongeBob. But you see how it's italicized when it's talking in third person? But my thing is, how do I do that in the voice chat? Yeah, well. You know what? I'm going to end the video here because it's starting to get too long and I don't want it to take forever to upload. So I'm going to end it here and tell me in the comments. Do you like it better when I do the voice chat or do you like it better when I type? Please let me know.